Lord Vishnu, the protector of Dharma on earth, the ultimate source of happiness. Whenever there has been an imbalance in the universe, he has come to restore balance. Lord Vishnu is prominent for his various avatar, which is very significant in Hindu epics and stories. As far as Vishnu's reincarnation is concerned, the most unusual avatar would, the seductive and beautiful Mohini. Mohini is introduced in the Hindu legends of the narrative epic of Mahabharata. She appears as a form of Vishnu, who acquires the pot of Amrita from Asuras, and gives it back to the gods, helping them retain their immortality. She is the only female avatar of the Lord Vishnu. Mohini is also known as Enchantress, because she is supernaturally beautiful and feminine by nature. Mohini, Enchanter of the Heart, is known for her skill to madden Asuras as well as Devas. She was so attractive that, even Shiva was insane for her beauty. For the first time, the Vishnu incarnated as Mohini at the time of the churning of the ocean, by the celestials and the demons to obtain Amrita. Once upon a time, Indra, the lord of the heaven, was overpowered by the pride of his prosperity. His acclaim, even Shiva, gradually diminished. Observing this, Shiva asked the sage Durvasa to meet Indra in the heaven. The sage appeared uglier than a beggar. Anyway, he proceeded ahead. After a while, he saw Indra riding the elephant Airavata. The sage approached Indra, who did not appear to recognize the sage. However, the sage did not get angry, and presented a garland given by the Divine Mother herself to Indra. Indra didn't refuse. He received the garland with disgust and threw the same on the head of the elephant. A little later, the elephant threw down the garland with its trunk, and trampled over it. Looking at this, the sage Durvasa became very furious, and cursed Indra that, "Your prosperity will vanish." With these words, Indra's pride was humbled. He got down from the elephant, and prostrated to the feet of the angry sage Durvasa. However, the sage went away silently. Indra had to escape in a great hurry. He went straight to Brahma and prayed to him for mercy. Even the Creator could not decide what to do, and approached Vishnu along with Indra. Vishnu thought of the problem deeply, and advised them, "You need to extract the Amrita or nectar for the immortality." For this purpose, Indra made reconciliation with the demons, and taking their help, he and the celestials churned the ocean. During the churning, very valuable things came from the ocean. At last, Dhanvantari came out holding the pit of Amrita. Looking at him, the demons grabbed the pot and started running away with it. A bitter battle started between the celestials and the demons. There was utter confusion. Even Brahma and Shiva escaped, and reached their abodes. Observing all this, Lord Vishnu took the form of Mohini, in order to resolve the matter. Mohini was supposed to do is lure the demons, and not let them drink the nectar of immortality. When Mohini appeared, the gods and the demons all were mesmerized to see her beauty. Taking advantage of this, she lured all of them, took the vessel in her hands, and tricked the demons. She asked the celestials and the demons to sit in separate rows. She started to give the nectar to the celestials first. Allured by her, the demons sat still stupefied. By the time the nectar was given to the celestials, the stock exhausted. She disappeared suddenly. The demons again started to fight with the celestials. However, as the celestials had already drunk the nectar by then, the demons were defeated. There is another story about Mohini. According to the Vishnu Purana, once the demon Bhasmasura worshipped Shiva, who in turn gave him the blessing that he could turn anybody into ashes, merely by touching his head. The demon, delighted by his newly achieved destructive power, went about trying it randomly anybody and everybody. His excitement reached such a level that, he decided to try this amazing power at Shiva himself. Terrified Shiva ran for his life, seeing which Vishnu took control of the events and appeared in his Mohini form. When the demon saw the beautiful nymph, he was lured and wanted to marry her. Mohini put a condition before him that if he successfully followed her dance moves, she would marry him. The demon agreed and they began the dance. She touched her head, following which the demon too touched his, and within a moment the demon turned into ashes. The most famous and prominent tale of her life is her union with Shiva. According to Bhagavad Purana, After Vishnu deceives the demon by the female form, Shiva wanted to meet her again. Every god started praising the beauty of Mohini. This incident overwhelmed Lord Shiva so much, that he immediately visited Vishnu along with his wife Parvati. Shiva along with Parvati asked him to take the form of Mohini again. Vishnu started to meditate on the goddess, and in place of Vishnu stands the gorgeous Mohini. When Vishnu turned himself into a beautiful and seductive lady, Lord Shiva fell for her. Overcome by lust, Lord Shiva ran behind the gorgeous Mohini and grabbed her arms. Shiva and Mohini union led to the birth of their son Ayyappa. He is known by different names, such as Mahashasta, Sastava, Manikandan, the offspring of Shiva and Vishnu.